Real life. Nah, I don't like that one.
He needs a slap.
No, I don't need a slap.
Yeah,
I don't need a slap. I do not need a slap. I don't need one.
No, it's okay.
No, I honestly don't need one. I honestly don't need one. What's going on, real life? We're back again at the podcast. You don't need any context of what's going on here. Just craziness. All
right. Yeah, real life.
We're back, guys. You guys were joining us last week after the holiday break, and it's been great so far. Exciting new segments that we got planned, and we're gonna jump into some today. It's gonna be crazy.
We got more today, guys.
Yep.
You're not ready.
So you guys are gonna love the new form of the podcast that we have, and we're just excited to bring you guys along inside here and have these conversations and fun with us. So I mean, we've been in our series Not Yet, and me and Drew actually spoke last week about being a work in progress.
Yeah.
You know, not fully being where you're at, or not seeing like the potential where you could be at, and you're at the beginning point and you can get frustrated, but to always stay focused on what's ahead and keep getting better and keep getting closer to God. That's what we're really talking
Couldn't
about.
have said it better myself.
Exactly. So, I mean, we have these new segments, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we got one that's called, we're about to jump into right now.
Yeah, guys. It's
bro,
time.
Roll the intro. Roll the intro clip.
Yeah, let's go. You guys heard Real Life Reacts?
Yes, sir.
It's here, and we got some crazy videos. Now, guys, remember, if you're not following us on Instagram, this is where we're pulling these videos from. I asked you guys to submit your funniest reels, and you guys did not disappoint. So we're gonna be looking at that today. Let's get into this. Let's see. So this is actually, I'm gonna shout out this specifically because he told me to. This is my friend Avi. I used to go to school with him, but he submitted this. He is a big musician. He loves music, and he just, I guess this is on his feed. Check this out, bro. You just totally like
knocked himself out, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And then you guys seem to really be into dogs. Oh man, what?
My dog is mad fast.
Yeah, man, he's playing catch. He's gonna what?
Bro,
yo,
there's no way.
The stare at the end,
no
bro.
way he did that, bro.
Dude. I mean, I don't know.
Oh, he booked it up the stairs. Bro, where did that even come from?
It's perfectly timed, too. And he looks at you. Look at this guy. He's a menace.
Bro, those little dogs, bro. It's always the little dogs.
Yeah, but then sometimes dogs can be a little, what's the word? Not bright.
Ai, amor! Caiu!
Oh, he's good.
Ali! Ai, amor!
Caiu!
Caiu!
You gotta watch that again. Look at that.
Oh, he's like mad.
He's trying gracefully.
He walks away mad proud.
Yeah,
he's like,
you know
I
what?
got this. I got this.
it.
You don't need to save me.
Caiu!
Yeah. And this one's a little, what would you say? A little sus. Anyway.
Some Among Us, that's how I put that.
Me knows 100% that me saw who and someone next to that guy, and now that guy is dead.
Me killed that guy for sure.
Who thinks who saw me?
Who you see them?
Who saw someone and who saw me? Maybe.
You say what?
Myself. Who not sure.
Me saw who? Me saw who?
Dude saw myself.
Me saw who?
He's tight.
Me knows 100%
Bro,
that
they had to have planned that, but that's hilarious.
Bro, honestly.
That actually reminds me.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Are we gonna tell him?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yo, when did
we announced it to real life on Friday? We announced it to real life on Friday, but something's coming in October, guys, and it's big. It's big, life-sized, and
It's sus.
it's sus, and it's Among Us.
It's Among Us.
It's Among Us,
definitely
and that's
Among
right,
Us.
guys. In October, we're planning to have a big life-size, real-life Among Us event where we play Among Us in the room live in the gym. We're gonna have it set up with the lights, the sound effects, everything. And
Bro, we gotta let them see it for themselves.
yeah, honestly, you guys
Yeah.
aren't ready. You guys aren't ready.
Yeah.
So just remember what that is. Like, just make sure you guys are here and you stay connected with us. And it's gonna be crazy, man. So that was Real Life Reacts, bro.
Yeah, man.
That-
That was our first
Keep
segment.
the videos coming, guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Keep it coming because we love watching what you guys find funny and checking it out on here and getting our reactions
Yeah.
live. It's cool.
The next time it's gonna have to be memes, because we're not just doing reels, we're doing all kinds of content.
All kinds of
Yeah.
content. So I mean, I guess so we can jump into the next segment.
Yeah. So what is the next segment? Actually, you know what? We have had it on the podcast before, but since we're doing segments, we're gonna change it up and make it official. Let's get in to Chop It Up.
All right, guys, welcome to Chop It Up, where we have conversations and we get deep and we dig into something that we're talking about here. It's related to what we have been talking about already in the series called Not Yet. And you guys have seen the graphic. You guys have been here in person in real life. And we're continuing, right? Because we talked about what it's like, what it feels like to be at that starting point
Oh yeah.
where you're just frustrated, and whether you're an artist or a musician or you have a goal that you're trying to accomplish and you don't get to accomplish it, or you get the drawing wrong, or you missed the note, whatever it may be. It's frustrating, but it's hard to understand that there's a plan in all of it.
Oh yeah.
There's a starting point, there's an ending point. Right? When you plan something out, right? When a builder is planning to build a house, he starts from the bare bones minimum, just the framework, the foundation, and then from there, it becomes a full house.
Oh yeah.
And it becomes the final product of what it was meant to be. But without the plan, you wouldn't have no way of putting all that stuff together.
Right.
So in the same way, like, think about it like a puzzle piece, right? So you have all these things in your life that you're trying to fit together, right? You all have a story, and
It's never easy.
it's never easy
Yeah.
because you don't know what the end product is going to be, and you don't know what it takes to get there. All you know is that you're over here and you're trying and you're striving to get to a certain point, right? Whether it's in your relationship with God, whether it's your career, whether it's your hobbies, your family, your relationships, all these things that you're trying to fit together and make it work and make it your own story, and your own experiences forming you to be who you are, and your identity in God and everything that you're trying to figure out. But we have to understand that all these things, like a puzzle, they fit together. And God is the one who made the puzzle. He knows what the final product is supposed to look like. He knows everything that our story is supposed to accomplish in his master plan for the entire world.
Oh yeah.
He knows it. So it's like, whether you're experiencing something right now where it's tough and you don't know what to do, and you've been crying out to God, you've been praying, you've been talking to your friends, trying to get advice, watching podcasts and YouTube and all the self-help stuff that you can get, the word, all that stuff, and you're trying to figure it out, but you can't see it. We always have to remember that God knows what the final product looks like.
So I feel like in that way, like if you were like to take it like metaphorically, since the way that you're using the puzzle.
Right.
So like what you're saying is, we're trying to figure out the puzzle, and without God, we don't have the instructions, right? So we're just trying to put the pieces together without looking at the final product and actually like taking a step back. And
Imagine trying to complete a puzzle
right?
with no picture. It's just blank.
Exactly.
Imagine trying to finish that puzzle. Do you think that you're going to have any idea of what actually goes? Because, you know, when you do a puzzle, you can see the hints
right?
of the picture and you know what goes together. So think about that. God, when he formed us, right, it says we were all formed by God in the womb of our mother. We're all handcrafted by God. Every part of us, every part of our lives. And God is the one with the picture. He knows. But we don't know. And imagine God putting this puzzle piece together, and we're over here not trusting that God is going to complete the puzzle, and
Right.
we're trying to figure it out for ourselves. It doesn't make any sense. He's the one that made the puzzle. He's the one that knows. He's the one that sees the final image on what he needs what he needs from us and what he wants for us.
Exactly.
Which is always something good, right? Actually in Romans 8:28, I'm gonna read what it says, and we'll chop this up a little bit.
Let's chop it up.
It says, God works all things together for the good of those who love him and are called according to his purpose. So remember, just as think about it like a quilt or like a blanket, right? That's hand knit. Like those things are expensive. Those things take a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of work.
Definitely.
So it's made up of a lot of colors and patterns, and God is weaving together the pieces of our lives, and he creates a beautiful story from it. So we always have to trust that in everything, just like the quilt, the puzzle, he's in control and he knows what to do. He's the one that's behind it all and making it work. It says he works all things together for the good of those who love him. So the plan is good.
It is.
The plan is to make us who we are and what we're meant to be, right? To use, we talked about on Friday, that God wants to use our lives to impact someone else so that they can have that relationship with God too.
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard to see that, right? Because like when you're in the process, you're going against the grain sometimes. And it can feel like God is working against you, and you can feel like he's not for you, but you just have to trust in that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's like we have to get ourselves to a point where we want what God wants.
Yeah.
Because like I gave the analogy of on Friday of a kid crossing the street. The kid, all he knows is that he wants to get to the other side. He wants to go into the unknown and experience the other side.
Mm-hmm.
But the kid is not looking at the dangers that are on the road. The cars coming, the speed that they're coming at, and the timing of when to cross. The kid doesn't care about that. He just sees the other side. Mm-hmm. Maybe there's the icy lady at the other side or an ice cream truck on the other side.
Maybe
that's all he sees, and he sees the good thing that's in front of him, which is great. Ice cream is great. Ices are great. But ultimately, the parent who watches and protects and loves that child so deeply cares about the safety, cares about, and it's not that the parent doesn't want the child to have the icy or the ice cream.
Right.
The one the parent's paying for it.
Yeah.
And they're willing to pay for it and make the kid happy. But the important part of making it happen exactly the way it should, that everything turns out the way it should. Right. And it ends with the kid happy, having his ice cream, having his icy, and enjoying life, which is the good that the parent has planned for the child.
Right.
Because same way, God knows what we want. He knows our desires, and he knows, but it's like we have to want what he wants and trust the process that he's putting us through. So that's ultimately what it's all about, guys. It's like we have to trust that this puzzle is going to get put together and my life is going to get put together as long as I keep on seeking after him, as long as I keep on trusting what he's doing in my life, going after God, talking to him daily, going into the word, meeting up with friends that are like-minded and strong that can keep you grounded and push you in the right direction.
Definitely.
That's why we're here. That's all the leaders here at Real Life, the whole team here at Real Life. That's what we strive to do. It's all fun and games. We want everyone to leave here having a great time.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's what we've experienced in our lives, God's good plan for us, and still going through the process. But we want that for every single one of you guys listening, every single one of you guys that are going to come this coming Friday, and it's crazy. So, I mean,
that was it. We chopped it up, man.
I say we chopped it up.
Yeah.
And,
served it on a platter.
On a platter. It's chopped. It's definitely chopped up.
It's cooked. And you guys got it.
So go with that, guys. Remember, the series is called Not Yet because we want what we want, but we have to remember that there's a plan in place. There's steps and there's a process to get there.
Exactly.
And even though we want what we want, and we know we want our lives to have an impact, and we want to have wealth to take care of the ones we love. Mm-hmm. We want to have the success. We want to have the happiness and the love of a good relationship. We want to have all these things.
Oh, yeah.
But if we say not yet, not no. God doesn't say no to that.
Mm-hmm.
He says not yet, because
says
I'm
wait.
taking you through the
Yes.
process, and let yourself go through it and trust in him, because the plans are good.
Yeah.
It's a good plan. It's better than what I can come up with or you.
Yeah, I know.
So-
I'm not trying to do God's work.
If it was up to us, we just do what feels
Yeah,
good,
That's what I'm saying. And that doesn't lead to anything good.
and nothing. It's a dead end. So
Yeah.
with that being said, guys, I mean, we got more segments for you guys. We honestly do. We got question and answer, the Q&A. We're gonna introduce that on the next one.
Oh, yeah.
So you guys start from right now. If you guys have a question about maybe something we talked about, maybe a verse that you're confused about, anything. It could even be about what we got planned in the future. You can ask us questions about us.
Yeah.
Personal questions. We'll get real with you guys.
And guys, don't wait for like a prompt on like our story.
Yeah.
You can DM us. You can talk to
Our
us.
DMs are
We're
open.
Here.
We're open.
Yeah.
So send us whatever you want. Whether it's a video, a funny video, whatever. We'll react to it. It'll make its way to the podcast.
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
Of course, we'll screen it, but we want to get to know you guys, and we want to be more personal with you guys. It's just, this is what we do. We have a blast here.
That's what I'm
So,
saying.
I mean, don't sleep on real life. I mean, don't be like that guy.
If you want more funny moments like that, if you want more funny moments like that, come to real life. Keep watching this podcast, guys.
Love you guys.
Guys,
Peace.
we'll see you. Peace.